everyone, in this video I have a mixed media process to share with you with the Thompson's Craft Supplies design team. This is something a little bit different for me. It is something I did as a gift for one of my sisters for her birthday, and this is why the video is a little later than usual, because obviously I had to wait to give it to her until I could share it with you guys. But yes, so I got hold of this very old, very falling to pieces Bible and thought I would use this kit, the Shabby Chic themed kit. June's kit's called Vintage Charm, just in case you haven't seen it before. I will of course link the video where I shared the kit. I'm not sure if any more are available, but I will link them if they are. But yes, anyway, I thought I would use this kit and do a Shabby Chic altered book, altered Bible kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now obviously it's falling to absolute pieces, so I have cut some very, very thick card. I think it was just from a box, or like it came in something I ordered that was keeping other things flat. I always keep stuff like that. And I've cut 3 pieces to size for the front and for the spine as well. And I'm going to be using glue gun for this entire process. Now, I know I've mentioned before how I generally don't use glue gun for things. There is a problem in some glue gun sticks are not archival safe. I have checked on this one and they are. So yes, and I see so many mixed media artists use glue gun that I was like, I want to go. And I thought it would be easier for this than using matte medium or something, or gel medium or whatever. So yes, I did err slightly in that I put the cardboard panels on the front and the back, I put them the wrong way round, so you get that corrugated front on it. I just stupid mistake to make, but I do end up being able to cover up most of it, so it's not too much of a problem. So I'm obviously covering all of that with heavy gesso, including that sort of leather bit that's kind of sticking out, and that's the bit that was really crumbling and falling apart. So putting some gesso and some more media on that has kind of made it a bit stronger, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. So here I am using, or where have I put my piece of paper that says all the things that I'm using? There it is. So that paint is from Docrafts. It's the Docrafts Artiste paint in Pearl Frosted Mint. And I'm also using some of the Deco art. I think it's called White Pearl or something like that. I just mixed some of that in to just tone it down a little bit, just to have this really pretty mint colour. And I'm just covering the entire book in that acrylic paint. And you can really now see that corrugated pattern, or whatever you want to call it, on the cardboard. Honestly, such a rookie mistake to make, but we all make errors all the time, especially me, constantly. So once that was dry, I'm going to add lace around the edges to sort of not really cover up that leather bit that's sticking out, but to partially make it a bit stronger and just kind of make it pretty and have the shabby chic thing going on. Now I did start off using white lace, but it got to the point where I didn't like the look of the white lace with the mint colour. It just reminded me far too much of underwear, to be honest. So I'm actually going to go in and use some more cream coloured lace and then actually just dye that white that I've already put on there. The white was just, like I say, it was just too much like underwear. Anyway, so that's all going on with glue gun. And then on the spine, I'm going to put 2 big pieces of lace so they kind of go over the edge as well, like so. And then I've got this this roses lace kind of thing. It's called a floral border trim. I just picked it up in the works, and I'm going to put that up the middle of the spine. I am slightly out of shot when I do this, and I will apologize for that. I will be honest truth of the reason why. It's because I had to have the book standing up in order to do it, and I used my boobs to hold the book up while I put it on there. So yes, you know, when you're doing arts and crafts and mixed media, you use everything that you've got to help you. So actually I haven't done it yet. Talking rubbish. Yes, there's the floral trim there. It was only about £1 in the works, and I really, really like it. I definitely need to buy some more because I've now used all of it up. There we go. Now I'm out of shot because I'm using what God gave me to help me do the thing. Anyway, so this paper here is a case of craft paper from the Ooh La La collection, and this came in the kit. I've forgotten the name of this paper, but it just has all of these sort of windows and window shutters on there, and I thought that would just really go with the colour scheme and the whole thing. So I'm going to put a big piece, and this is for the back of the Bible. Just obviously I don't want too much stuff going on the back, because you want to be able to put it flat on its back kind of thing. So I'm just going to have that big piece. I'm going in with a blending tool and the Lawn Fawn ink, the colour I got in my kit. There is a choice of 4 colours. They come at random. I have I think it's Merman colour. But anyway, I just put that around the edges just to tie it in with the other colours that are on there. And I'm going to put this little thing from one of the cut apart sheets from the kit that says Love Always, and just put a piece of lace on the back of that there, just something a little extra, isn't it? So just putting that on there. My sister has now received this, and I'm pleased to say that she really, really likes it. So yay. Hello, dearest Becky, if you are watching. Now I'm going to take the Craft stencil from the kit and some Nuvo embellishment mousse in, I think it's Aquamarine, I think. It's such a pretty colour. And then it's just going to go on to just on the back, just a couple of little bits of that, just, you know, just more exciting, more interest. And the colour works so nicely together. Like, it's a slightly darker colour than the frosted mint that I used, but they all just tie in together quite well. And it's all the colours I just love, love, love those colours. This one, for some reason, went a bit more splotchy than the other one, but it's not too bad. Anyways, I'm taking some Distress Oxide in Antique Linen just to dye that lace that was white, and I didn't like it anymore. And that makes it almost exactly the same colour as the creamy lace I used. And obviously, Antique Linen is pretty perfect for something that you want to be shabby chic. So yay for Distress Oxides. I will, of course, link it in the description box. And yeah, I'm just going over with that and all of the lace that was white, just to make it all roughly the same colour. Now, I have missed a couple of bits, and there's a couple of patchy bits and whatnot, but yeah. Taking another piece that I've just ripped off of that Craft paper with all the window shutters and stuff, just a smaller piece for the front, and again, taking the Lawn Fawn ink and going in with a blending tool around the edges to help it pop and whatnot. And that's going to get stuck on just slightly underneath the lace. Just there. And what's happening? I'm just gonna, because I've used the glue gun, obviously sometimes it can be a bit lumpy in places, and I know some people who use glue gun all the time can just press it with their hands, like the skin on their hands has become thicker over time with use of glue gun. Mine are not at that stage just yet, so I just use a ruler or something to just smoosh it down so you don't get lumpy bits. And then I'm doing a bunch of stenciling on the front as well. Now, all that lace I probably should have mentioned. I forgot, my bad. It is from various places. I don't know if I'll be able to link it. I will try. The lace that kind of came in a packet, the stuff I was using first off, the white stuff, that is from the range. And it comes in those packets like that. Like, it's not on a spool of ribbon or anything. The thinner lace I've used, like at the edges, like the outside edges, like you can see it on the right there, that was from a spool of lace ribbon from the range. And I don't know what else I've used. Well, the floral trim stuff I mentioned was from the works. So I'm taking a couple of these little sentiments or words, not stickers, pieces from one of the cut apart sheets from the kit, and I am distressing them all physically with a distress tool, and then adding a little bit of Oxide around the edges. I think I used Tattered Rose for that instead of using the Lawn Fawn, just because I didn't want absolutely everything to be green. Just a tiny, tiny little hint of that pinky, blushy colour. And I wasn't going to use one of these door pieces at first. This is one of the many, many pieces of ephemera you get in the kit. But I really, really liked it on there. I don't know why. Just the door just looked good on there. But then I couldn't use the whole thing. It was too big. So I cut it in half just so there's one door, and just put it down there like that. And yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I am, however, I'm going to point it out. Some of you might not notice it, and now that I point it out, you're not going to stop noticing it. The way I've put Cherish, Adore, and Believe, I've put Adore next to the door. Get it? Adore, yeah. Anyway, once I'd noticed that, I was like, oh, cannot unsee. So yes, the word adore is next to the... Anyways, yes. I've put some more of that floral trim up there, and then I'm going to put down this... this beautiful minty turquoise fabric flower that came in the kit. I think this was my favourite thing that came in this kit. It's just so beautiful, and I knew I wanted to use it for this project. I've had this project in mind for months, and yeah, it's so pretty. Anyway, I'm taking a gelato in metallic mint and just going around the edges of certain areas, like around those words and stuff, and around the ephemera pieces, just to, you know, darken up the edges, and it makes it stand out a little bit more in certain places. Now, what am I going to do next? Add a couple of sequins, of course. Oh, there's those mother of pearl buttons from the kit. I'm just going to stick those on as well because I think the mother of pearl goes very beautifully with the whole aesthetic. So those are going on there as well. And then I'm going to add a couple of sequins, not too many. I didn't want to over sequin this. I do like to put sequins in a lot on my projects, but this didn't, you know, I had to be careful with this. It's quite subtle's not quite the right word, but you know, I didn't want it to be wow sparkly kind of thing. So just a couple, just a little hinty in the corner of just a little bit of sparkle. And those are going on with 3D gloss gel medium because I do not want to be dealing with sequins and glue gun because ow, my poor fingers. So that's why those are going on with that. And yeah, as I said, I've only put a couple just like tucked under the flowers, tucked under like next to the door. And yeah, places like that. I feel like I've left too much of the sequin putting down footage in. Yes. Anyways, yeah. So just completely drawing a blank on what to say right now. More sequins, more sequins. Why didn't you edit this out, Grace? What is wrong with you? Oh, okay, I finished. So this is a couple of days later. I gave it a good chance to dry and set and everything. And I decided I didn't like it at the top there. It was just, it gone too patchy. So I've added another bit of lace. Now, I didn't originally add lace in that part that's behind the flower because there was nothing to stick it to. But I eventually had to go back and put stuff there because it just looked wrong. I've taken this wooden piece that says love. I got this in B&M Bargains of all places in the wedding section. You can often find good crafty stuff in wedding sections, by the way, of bargain stores. But anyway, I have just coloured it with a bit of Distress Oxide in Tattered Rose and just stuck it there. So we've got love, cherish, adore and believe. And yes, that piece of lace, I've stuck it to either end of the other lace. So it's not attached very well, but I couldn't do without it kind of thing. I'm just finishing off with that metal embellishment up the spine there. And then just this little blue flower that I found in my stash, I've just put there to just kind of cover up where those two pieces of lace met because it looked a bit, It's not perfect, but it does cover it up a little bit. And that, I believe, is it. So yes, as I said, something a little bit different from me. Don't worry, we will go back to scrapbooking very, very soon. Don't worry about it, but it's fun to do different things sometimes, and as I said, I'm pleased to say my sister does really, really like it. So yay, thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out the links in the description box. I will be back next week with the July Thompson's kit, which I'm very excited about. And yes, other than that, time for me to go. Thank you again. Bye bye.